Good day, sir. By the way, my name is Jackie Reyes Nakila from BS Criminology, 4th year Bravo. And now I will discussing the criminal procedure. So I'll start the Rule 110, which is the prosecution of an offenses. Section 1, institutions of the criminal action. So how can we institute the criminal action? So it's depend if for offenses where is preliminary investigation is required, so is required to be conducted for an offenses where the penalty is at least 4 years to 2 months and 1 day. So the offenses must need to conduct a preliminary investigation, and then if the case are less than 4 years, 2 months and 1 day, so we must do direct filing with the municipal trial court, the municipal circuit trial court, or the office of the prosecutor as well. So complaint, section 2, complaint or information. The complaint or information shall be in writing in the name of the people of the Philippines and against all the person who appear to be responsible of the offense involved. So complaint, it is a sworn written statement charging a person with an offense subscribed by the offended party, or any peace officer, or other public officer with charge of officer charged with an enforcement of the laws violated. So information is an accusation in writing, charge a person with an offense subscribed by the prosecutor, is filed with the court. So in section 5, who must prosecute the criminal action? So who must prosecute the criminal action? All criminal actions commenced by complaint or information shall be prosecuted under the direction and control of the public prosecutor. So the public prosecutor can prosecute the criminal action. So it is in general rule. So we have the exemption. So exemption, if the public prosecutors have or had a heavy work schedules, or he can attend he can prosecute the criminal action. So the private prosecutor as well can prosecute the criminal action if the heavy work schedule, have the heavy work schedule of the public prosecutor. And another one is if the event of a lack of public prosecutor, now the private prosecutor can prosecute the criminal action if it is an written authority by chief of the prosecutor's office or the regional state prosecutor, and it is subject to approval with the court. So in section 6, sufficiency of complaint and information. So we have the name of the accused. So we need to state the name of the accused if we do the complaint or information. So we need to state the name of the accused, the surname, or any appellations that he or she will be known. So, and a designation of an offense, a cause of accusations, the place of the commissions of the offense, the date of the commission of offense. So when the criminal actions happened, name of the offended party who filed the case, duplicity of an offense, and the amendment and substitutions, and the place where the actions to be instituted. So, for example, if the case happened in the Philippines and where the action be instituted, and the last one is the intervention of the offended party in criminal action. Rule 112, preliminary investigation. Preliminary investigation is an inquiry. Or proceeding to determine whether there is a sufficient ground engender and well-found belief that crime has been committed and the respondent is probably guilty and should be held for trial. So, in exception of the rule, rule 112, preliminary investigation is required to be conducted before the filing of the complaint or information of an offense, where the penalty is at least 4 years, 2 months, and 1 day without a regarding fine. And then, if the penalty or the case is less than 4 years, 2 months, and 1 day, so preliminary investigation is not required. So we do a direct filing with the MTC, MCTC, or the office of the prosecutor. So, who must authorize the conduct a preliminary investigation? So, first is the provincial or city prosecutor and their assistants, and then the second one is the judge of the municipal trial court, or judge of the municipal circuit trial court, and the national and regional state prosecutor, and the other officers may be authorized by law. So, procedure of the preliminary investigation. So, first there must be a complaint. Complaint shall be stated the address of the respondent. So, we must bring all the supporting documents, the affidavit, the 2 copies of the official file. So, all they need to file a complaint. And then within 10 days after filing a complaint, the investigating officers either dismiss the complaint if he found that there is no ground to continue the investigation, or issue a subpoena to the respondent attaching a copy of the complaint or supporting affidavit or document. So, within 10 days after receive the subpoena, with the complaint and supporting affidavit documents, the respondent shall submit counter affidavit, and that's that of his witness and other support documents relied upon his event, and counter affidavit shall subscribe sworn certified provided in the paragraph 1 in this rule, section 1. And then if the refund is if the respondent cannot subpoena or does not submit a counter affidavit, so the investigating officer shall resolve. So the investigating officer shall resolve the complaint based on their evidence presented of the complainant, and then the investigation officer may set a hearing. And there is a fact of issue clarified from the party or in the witness.